What is up, guys? This is your boy and the Matrix, and I am back talking about Japan once again because we have incredible news. As you can see here by the title, Japan moving to allow individual tourists in again, which means that you no longer have to go through a tourist, like a tourist pack. What do you call it? Like a package tour, a tour guide. Right, you no longer have to buy like a tour guide or pay for like, one of those guided tours for you to go into the country, which is what the Japanese government was demanding. Now they're going to start allowing individuals into the country, but but there's a catch. There is a catch.
Oh hell no!
And I've learned the hard way. That when it comes to Japanese politics and the Japanese government, whenever they announce something, even if it's positive, there is always a catch to it. Right? Oh boy. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell for future notifications. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, Japanese culture. If you're into any of that stuff, make sure to subscribe, guys. Now let's get into it. I am at NHK World Japan, right? So this is Japanese news, right? Japanese news from Japan. So Japan is letting in individual tourists in, but let's find out what's the exchange here. What is the exchange, right? So check it out. Let's go ahead and read. So it says the Japanese government is moving to start accepting overseas tourists who do not want to take guided tours in a bid to address a decline in the numbers of foreign travelers visiting Japan. Okay. The country reopened to foreign holiday makers in June with the easing of anti-coronavirus border control. But all tours are still required to join guided tours and obtain a visa. Right, this was back in June. Not now. Okay, pay attention. The tourists also have to comply with anti-infection measures such as wearing a mask set under guidelines by the Japanese government. I don't have a problem with this. I'll wear a mask. I'll wear 2 masks if you want me to, Japanese government. I swear. And then it says the government's decision to further ease anti-coronavirus border control came as the number of tourists entering Japan stood at about 7,000 in July. So in July, they only got 8,000 people. 8,000 tourists. And I'm not talking about just like this is all of Japan, from Tokyo to Hokkaido, Osaka, Kyoto, everywhere in Japan. Only 8,000. That is freaking sad, bro. That is sad. In 2019, before the pandemic, Japan was getting millions, 3 million. So this is sad. Anyways, it says many in the tourist industry insisted the current restrictions are discouraging Western tourists from coming to Japan as they prefer an individual style traveling. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. I don't want to go, in a team like a kindergarten, like a kindergarten group. Okay, kiddies. Okay, follow the line, stay in the line, make sure you stay in the line. No, hell no. I want to go and explore. The best way to experience Japan is not in a guided tour, is to explore from place to place. You need the freedom to explore. Anyways, it says the Japanese government has decided to allow tourists to enter the country without joining a guided tour. Yay! All right.
Shut up and take my money.
And then it says if their visit has been arranged through a travel agency, and there's the punchline. If their visit has been arranged through a travel agency.
What? What the fuck?
So in order for you to go to Japan, you don't need to buy a guided tour package anymore, right? You don't have to pay for that. Now you have to make sure you go through a travel agency. Look, travel agencies are kind of like a thing of the past. Well, some people still use it. They're still around, right? They're still around. Don't get me wrong. But the reason why some people, use travel agencies is because, if they don't have experience in a certain country, Then they want to be guided. They want to know where to go, what hotel to stay in. And this is usually because they want to be safe. When they go to another country, they want to be safe. And they want to make sure they're in a safe place, in a safe area, right? You don't want to go into a country and you end up in an area where there's like a lot of violence and crime. But in Japan, that is not the case. Japan is a country that has a low crime rate. You don't need a tour. You don't need a travel agency for this shit. When I went to Japan in 2019, May 2019, I did it by myself. I bought my ticket on Expedia, right? I booked my hotel on bookings.com. And then that was it. I got on the plane, I went. I saved up money for food and for fun. And then that was it. Right? But hey, I mean, honestly, I'm going to be fair here. This isn't that bad. This is not all that bad because at least with a travel agency, you'll be able to travel by yourself. Right? You don't have to go in a guided tour. So it's a step up. I mean, it's kind of a step up if you think about it. And then it says the agencies that arrange tours are expected to manage their clients' schedules. Okay. Tourists will also be asked to follow guidelines if cases of infections are confirmed. It says, but the government will continue to deny entry to individual travelers who don't make arrangements through travel agencies. So you can travel by yourself. You don't need to go on a group guided tour. But you gotta go through a travel agency. And honestly, I think the problem I have with a travel agency is that it might cost more money. It might cost more money because the hotel, the flight, all that shit, and then you can save up money for food. Like you bring $500 for food, depending on how long you're gonna stay, right? But I don't know, man. I don't know. So I guess this is kind of a step up. It's not, It's just that some people just find travel agencies irrelevant and annoying to have to, do. When you can just buy a flight on Expedia by yourself, why use a travel agency? But you know what? I'll take it. Fuck it, man. I'll take it.
Like I give a shit.
I will take it, and maybe I'll go to Japan 2023, right? Because the reason why I want to go to Japan, guys, is because there's so many videos I want to make. So many videos in Japan that I want to make for the YouTube channel for you guys to enjoy. Right? But anyways, man, what do I know? I'm just a PNG tuber. Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your time. Let's all go to Japan someday. And Godspeed.